The most recent show at KTK Productions was Farce of Habit by the playwrights collectively known as Jones, Hope, Wooten. Farce of Habit is a sequel to their earlier play, Farce of Nature, which KTK presented 3 years ago. The works of Jesse Jones, Nicholas Hope, and Jamie Wooten are very popular in community theaters because they always deliver the goods in a genre they call Southern fried farce, and they always have roles for mature women and men, the people who keep community theater going. Farce of Habit takes us back to the same location as Farce of Nature. It's the Reel 'em In, a fishing lodge in the Ozark Mountains of Arkansas, where the proprietors are still the Wilburns, D. Jean and Winnell. Also back from the earlier play are the Wilbur's son Ty, still obsessed with theater, Ty's then fiancée, now his wife, Jenna, who was not so happy with Ty's obsession, and D. Jean's sister Maxie, back in law enforcement and willing to do whatever it takes to retain her position. The 5 actors from KTK's staging of Farce of Nature return to these parts in Farce of Habit. Patrick Wheatley as D. Jean, Janet Seitz Wheatley as Winnell, Pepe Partial as Maxie, Jeremy Schnelt as Ty, and Stephanie McCrory as Jenna. Their fine performances all benefited from their familiarity with the roles and each other. The Wheatleys are a couple off stage as well. They have chemistry. The guests at the inn are new. One of them, Jock McNair, is the host of the #1 radio talk show in the country. The size of his ego is unmistakable in Ronnie Brake's portrayal. Winnell says McNair is supposed to know everything about relationships and marriage, but his own marriage is breaking up. He is very insistent that he not be bothered during his stay at the Reel 'em In. That becomes a problem upon the arrival of someone who is determined to find him. She is Barb Stratton, portrayed with the required resoluteness by Amanda Brasher. Then there's Huddle Fisk, a mild-mannered workaholic who just survived a mild heart attack. Now he wants to start living life. He picked the Reel 'em In for his first adventure by throwing a dart at a map. Warren Frank was appropriately sweet and clueless as Huddle. A group of nuns on a nature retreat is staying in the barn. You knew from the play's title there had to be nuns. The only one we see is Sister Myrtle Agnes, played by Jane Abling, who has lots of fun with the character's eccentricities. Additional complications are an approaching storm and reports of an axe murderer in the vicinity. Director Darius Varner kept the action moving and designed the aptly rustic set. Joe Moore designed the sound, Chris Donovan designed the lights, and Marie Moore designed the costumes. They were very important in this production because Ty has multiple parts in a community theater production of Around the World in 80 Days, and Maxie has an undercover police assignment that requires her to don a dungeon costume for which Moore gets special thanks in the program.
Yes. Yeah, these things are, I suppose, a limited appeal, but they do what they set out to do pretty much, I think.
Like I said, Jones, Hope, Wooten always deliver the goods.